Before your brain had a single thought, before your body had formed its first bone, there was a spark. A burst of light. It was not a heartbeat. It was you. Science now confirms what the ancients always knew. The first organ to form in the human body is the heart, and before it beats, it emits light. This is not poetic symbolism. This is measurable biophotonic emission. Your soul announced itself into the physical world as light. And with that light, your electromagnetic field expanded outward, stronger than your brains ever will be, encoding a unique frequency that the universe would recognize as you. Your body did not create your soul. Your soul created your body. You are not your thoughts. You are not your past. You are not even the name you have been called. You are the eternal consciousness that chose to enter this realm, through light, through frequency, through a field of living intelligence housed within your heart. Your first act on earth was not to cry, it was to vibrate, to send a signal to existence that said, I am here, and I have a purpose. Every heartbeat since then has not been keeping you alive. It has been calling you back to the truth you once knew, that you are not a human being searching for your soul. You are a soul, temporarily experiencing being human. And yet, most people have forgotten their origin, forgotten their light, forgotten that every longing, every sensation, every moment of synchronicity is not random. It is their soul speaking, guiding, remembering. But this is where your remembering begins. Because once you understand what your soul truly is, not as an idea, but as literal living light encoded within your DNA, you will never see your life the same way again. Stay with me, because next, we are going to uncover why your soul chose your life, your family, your struggles, your destiny, and how every single moment has been part of your soul's plan for awakening. Most people believe their life happened to them, that they were born into the wrong family, faced unfair pain, or were simply unlucky. But what if I told you? You chose every doorway your soul would walk through before you ever took your first breath. Not as punishment, not as karma in the way you were taught to fear it, but as preparation, as a sacred curriculum written by your own higher consciousness to unlock the exact strengths, wisdom, and awakening you came here to embody, the trauma you went through. Your soul didn't choose it so you would be broken. It chose it so you would break open. Because souls don't evolve through comfort. They evolve through catalysts, experiences powerful enough to shake us out of illusion and into remembrance. You did not incarnate to be ordinary. You incarnated to remember your light in the face of darkness, to discover that even in your most shattered moment, you were never disconnected from the source that created you. We are not here to avoid pain. We are here to transform it, to alchemize it into wisdom, compassion, and unshakable sovereignty. Your soul knew the exact environment that would activate your awakening, the family that would mirror your deepest wounds, the relationships that would reflect your hidden shadows, the losses that would crack open your heart enough for the light to enter, not because you were weak, but because your soul was ready to rise. And here is the truth that changes everything. Your soul did not come here to be saved. Your soul came here to remember it was always the savior. Imagine this. What if every challenge you faced was your soul saying, now, this is the moment we rise. This is where we remember our power. Stay with me, because next we dive into the most important revelation of all, how your soul speaks to you through intuition, emotion, energy, and divine timing, and how you can finally hear it. Your soul isn't silent. It has been speaking to you your entire life. But it doesn't use human words. It speaks through vibration. And once you understand its language, you will never feel lost again. Your soul speaks through 1. Emotion, energy in motion. Every emotion you feel is not a mood. It's a message. Anxiety is not your body failing. It's your soul saying, you are out of alignment with your truth. Sadness is not weakness. It's the soul clearing space for a new frequency to enter. Joy is not random. It's confirmation that you are on the path your soul chose. Emotion, energy in motion. It is literally the soul moving through the body. 2. Intuition, the soul's whisper. That quiet voice within you, the one that knows things before your mind understands why. That is not imagination. That is your soul, ahead of time, guiding you through your life's blueprint. Your mind calculates, your soul knows. 3. Synchronicity, the soul calling itself home. Have you ever seen repeating numbers, heard the same message from different people, or had a thought that instantly appeared in your reality? This is not coincidence, it is resonance. Your soul magnetizing you toward the path of remembrance. The body's signals, where the soul speaks loudest. Every tightness in your chest, every gut feeling, every surge of energy down your spine. These are not just bodily reactions, they are your soul using your biology as a communication device. You are not a human trying to have a spiritual experience. You are a spiritual being using a human instrument to navigate this dimension. When your soul needs your attention, it chooses the language you cannot ignore. Your heart races. Your breath shortens, your stomach tightens. Your tears fall without reason. This is higher intelligence speaking through lower form. Your soul is not hiding from you. It is made of you. It is the eternal I behind every experience. Stay with me, because next we will uncover how the heart is the doorway between this world and the unseen, and how science is now proving what your soul has always known. Long before your mind could think, before your eyes could open, your heart was already communicating with the universe. Modern science has confirmed what ancient mystics, monks, and prophets always taught. The heart is not just an organ. It is an electromagnetic intelligence field. The heart sends more signals to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. Its electromagnetic field extends up to 3 meters outside your body, influencing the people, spaces, and reality around you. Your heart responds to future events before they happen. This is not speculation. This has been recorded in controlled studies. Your heart feels the future. It does this because the heart is the soul's communication device. It is how consciousness whispers through matter, when you get goosebumps out of nowhere, when tears fall before your mind understands why, when your heart knows someone is lying even as their words sound perfect. That is your soul speaking through your heart's magnetic field. The heart is where heaven meets earth. Your body is physical, your soul is eternal, and in between them is your heart, the sacred bridge. It holds the memories of every lifetime you have lived. It remembers the people you have loved before you even meet them. It senses truth without needing evidence. When your heart breaks, it is not punishment, it is initiation, cracking open the walls that kept your soul from expanding. The world taught you to protect your heart, to harden it, to silence it. But your heart was never meant to be a fortress. It was meant to be a portal, a doorway, a frequency, a living temple within the temple. This is why your healing doesn't begin in your mind. It begins in your heart. Because once the heart opens, truly opens, your entire reality begins to shift. You start seeing through illusion, remembering your power, and aligning with your divine blueprint. Stay with me, because next we dive into the most profound truth yet. What your soul is made of, light, DNA, and the infinite memory encoded within your very cells, and how you can activate it. You have been told that your DNA is just biology, a passive script inherited from your ancestors. But that is only the surface truth. Your DNA is not just a physical code, it is a spiritual antenna, a crystalline receiver and transmitter of light, memory, and consciousness. Inside every cell of your body is light, actual measurable biophotons that emit information. These are not random, they carry intelligence. When you experience deep love, your DNA emits more harmonic light. When you experience trauma, your DNA folds in on itself, storing suppressed frequencies as biological memory. When you heal, forgive, pray, meditate, or enter a state of gratitude, your DNA physically changes shape, emitting new light, creating new realities. Your soul expresses itself through your DNA. Every lifetime, every lesson, every moment of awakening you have ever experienced is stored within this light-coded field. This is why sometimes you meet someone for the first time and your soul remembers them. Why certain places feel familiar. Why dreams reveal truth. It is not imagination. It is memory surfacing through light. The activation begins when you remember. Your DNA is not fixed. It is responsive. It is waiting for your consciousness to engage. When you say, I am not my past, I am not my pain, I am the light that came before it, your cells respond. When you feel love, compassion, and unity, your DNA unwinds, releasing dormant codes of healing, intuition, and expansion. When you choose faith over fear, your electromagnetic field strengthens, and your soul begins to awaken dormant parts of your divine blueprint, the part that remembers you are limitless. This is what the mystics called ascension. Not rising into the clouds, but rising into remembrance. A shift from dense matter to living light. The soul is not something you have. It is what you are. And your DNA is its instrument, built to activate your divine intelligence. Stay with me, because next we explore why your soul forgets in the first place, and the sacred role of darkness, heartbreak, and the dark night of the soul in triggering your divine awakening. There comes a moment in every awakened life when the world you once knew falls silent. Your joy dissolves, your purpose disappears. Nothing external can reach you. It feels as though God has abandoned you. But what if this moment, this dark, silent, shattering night, was not the end of you, but the beginning? What if your breaking was not a failure, but a recalibration? The dark night of the soul is not depression, grief, or despair. It is the soul calling all of your false identities to the surface and dismantling everything that was built from illusion rather than truth. You were never meant to stay asleep. You were never meant to live disconnected from your light. So when your soul can no longer tolerate the lie, it will burn down everything that is not aligned with who you really are. This is why your greatest awakening often comes disguised as your greatest loss. The relationship that broke you, the illness that humbled you, the betrayal that shattered your heart, they were not punishments. They were activations, initiations that stripped away the identities your soul had outgrown. You weren't being abandoned, you were being reclaimed. In the dark night, the soul removes every distraction, until all that is left is you and the divine presence within you. It is in this moment, when you feel you have nothing left, that you discover everything was always inside of you. This is where your true power is born. Not in the light, but in the fire that forged you. You were never being destroyed. You were being remembered. And once you pass through the dark night of the soul, you no longer seek light. You become it. Stay with me, because next, we step into the final phase of transformation. How to live as a conscious soul, connected, awakened, walking this earth with purpose, heart, and divine authority. What changes when you stop living as a wounded human searching for God and start living as a soul carrying God within you? Everything. Suddenly, life is no longer something happening to you. It is responding through you. You stop chasing validation because you remember you are already chosen. You stop begging for miracles because you realize you are the conduit through which miracles occur. You stop fearing endings because you know that energy never dies, it only transforms. When you live as a soul, you begin to see events differently. Obstacles become assignments. Rejection becomes redirection. Loneliness becomes sacred space for alignment. Pain becomes prophecy, proof that an initiation is underway. You move from reaction to creation. You no longer ask, "Why is this happening to me?" You ask, "What is this revealing about my soul's path? What power is being forged within me right now?" This shift from human identity to soul embodiment is the true rebirth. You discover your thoughts shape energy, your emotions shape timelines, your heart shapes reality, your soul shapes destiny, and suddenly you are not trying to manifest. You are manifestation in motion. You become a living transmission. Without speaking a word, your presence shifts rooms. Your energy awakens others. Your life becomes a lighthouse, calling others home to themselves. Not because you are perfect, not because you no longer feel pain, but because you now understand what pain is for, and you no longer run from it, you alchemize it. This is what it means to walk this earth as a soul, to be human, but not limited to humanity. To live with one foot in this world, and one anchored in the divine. Stay with me, because in the final segment, we step into what your soul came here to do. Its unique purpose, your divine assignment, and the moment you claim it fully. You did not come here to simply survive. You did not come here to pay bills, play small, or fit into the narratives of a world that has forgotten its own divinity. You came here with an assignment, an encoded mission that only your frequency, your heart, your light could fulfill. This purpose is not something you find out there. It is something you remember in here. It reveals itself in the things that break your heart. in the injustices you cannot unsee, in the visions you hold when everyone else has given up. The very thing that pains you the most is often the very thing you were born to heal in this world. Your purpose is not a job, a title, or a destination. It is a state of being, a vibration you hold that transforms every space you enter. Some of you came to awaken hearts, some to heal the body, some to protect nature, rebuild community, restore truth, anchor light. Some of you came simply to be the transmission of love in a loveless world. Whatever your purpose is, it is not small. If it were, your soul would not have chosen this time in history to be here. This is the era of awakening. Humanity is at a spiritual crossroads between artificial living and divine remembrance. And if you are hearing these words, it is because your soul volunteered to be part of this shift. You are not here by accident. You are an answer to a cosmic request. Your presence on this earth is not a coincidence. It is a response from the universe to the darkness rising. A declaration that says, "Light is here, I am here, and I will not forget why I came." You are not waiting for a savior. You are the awakening, the return, the remembrance. The moment you accept your soul's purpose, your reality will begin to rearrange itself around it. Stay with me, because in the final closing chapter, we will activate your soul's remembrance. Not as an idea, but as a living frequency awakening in your heart right now. Soul activation. You were chosen. Close your eyes for a moment and feel the truth rising inside you. Not as a thought, not as a belief, but as a knowing you are not here by chance. You are here by design. The same light that burst into your heart before your body was formed is rising again now, calling you home to yourself. You are not a mistake. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are awakening to the truth that you are not the voice of your past. You are the echo of eternity. You are not a seeker of light. You are the bearer of it. You are not here to find your purpose. You are the purpose. Right now, your DNA is listening. Your cells are receiving new instructions. Your heart is expanding its electromagnetic field, reconnecting you to every soul you are destined to rise with. This is not motivation. This is activation. A turning point in your timeline, a remembering that cannot be undone. Take a breath. Inhale the light that has always been yours. Exhale every illusion that told you you were anything less than divine. Because now you know. Your mind is the architect, your body is the temple, your heart is the portal, and your soul is the light that was always leading you home. You were not made to fit into this world. You were born to transform it. This is your calling. This is your remembrance. This is your rise, Valkyrie. Welcome home. You have walked through the mind. You have entered the body. You have crossed the gateway of the soul. You are not who you were when this began, because what you just felt was not a video, it was a remembrance. A call from the deepest part of your being saying, stand up. You were never meant to live asleep. The mind showed you your power to shape reality. The body revealed itself as the holy temple of divine intelligence. And your soul, your eternal light, rose to remind you that you are not a follower of truth. You are the living transmission of it. From this moment forward, life will not be something that happens to you. It will become something you create through you. Because now you know. Now you remember. You are the bridge between heaven and earth. You are the warrior of light in a world that forgot the sun. And your time to rise is now. So if you felt this calling, don't let it fade. Join me. Stand with me. Walk this path with me. Because a new reality is being born, and those who remember who they are will be the ones who shape it. This is Valkyrie, where we don't just find the light, we become the light. Subscribe, step forward, and let the world witness what happens when a soul remembers its power.